Talking to me, so I'm here like blank. This is what I don't want to do is blank out. So I was just talking to the lady next door. She's a very fine woman, very well degreed, articulate, amiable, lovely to look at. I won't say her name because I don't want to get in trouble or anything. I just feel like I'm supposed to do this now. Now, what I'm supposed to do is I want to tell you a story about my father. He came from a time gone by that is so important for you and I to understand his ways. And with our civil face, we would know a truth that must be told for generations to come. He was my father. His name was David. Like the David with a sling to knock out giants eye, to make us safe from everything that would frighten us in the night when Daddy was there. He could be so sweet and kind with a silver dollar. It was a time when money was real, and it gave me a thrill when my father would give me 2 quarters or 50 cents. That was my father. I did go with him on many roads that way, with my jingling silver in my pocket. I felt like I had to go lock it, make my daddy so happy we were working together in any kind of weather. For real. Not that. Anyway, my father was a hunter. He was a hunter of the real kind. The kind of hunter and fisherman that took care of his family's needs by bringing game from the hadn't been for many years that I've realized that my father provided for me and that I died like a king my whole young life through my mother's diligent recipes of delicious flavors and my father's skill and magnitude among others. With his hunting skills, he could bring home a squirrel or two or three or four or five or six. But then he'd bring home rabbits, one or two or three. Then he'd bring home pheasants, maybe two, I remember. I felt so long, I wore them like a movie star on my head. My dad shook his head, but let me play along. There were these rabbit skins. He let me dry out, and they were so soft and fluffy. But they keep them on. Anyway, after they're gone, let's really think about them. And what they were burns into your brain for the lack of their presence. He is a dream image in my mind now. I have had many dreams about my papa since he died. I'll tell you those later in the dream spot. For now, I just want to talk about my father's hunting skills. What that meant to me as a little boy. How it's helped me understand this world we live in as it is. With all its synthetic, predisposed for not really wanting to know the truth technologies. See, my father's story is the story of the last people to use this earth as a blessing, to glean from the wild, wild wood and the field and the brook, that which was ours by right, free for the taking. If you have the skill of my father, he passes knowledge down about this thing. And I haven't heard it anywhere. Because there aren't no hunters. And if they would be silly idiots because I'm sure my father learned things about hunting and fishing from his father, and his father learned from his father, and his father learned from my great, great, great grandmother, Cherokee Indian princess. You know, she would have to have been a princess, and you know why now? Me. I'm the judgment of her spawn. And I find that I am most articulate and able to express myself in ways that I haven't even discovered yet. I'm an infinite reservoir of cool water. And I take a drink from this water that comes from deep within inside this earth we call Mother. For she truly, really is our mother. For good or ill, for right or wrong, for all the love all day long. She is your mother, and I am one of the few last people that understands that. Oh, I know there's a million of you campers out there, and you do your recreational fishing. But what I'm talking about is true, real survival of the fittest family that ever deserved to walk on this planet Earth. That would be me. Oh, well, I'm not quite sure about other things. Oh, those Thanksgiving dinner, sitting around our own little table. That year was Grandpa, Grandma Davis, and I think Mama's two sisters were there, two of them. It was wonderful. And as the children, we had our own little table. You know, that's always a treat when you can feel like you're a grown-up and you can be a grown-up in your own way at your own table. And Mama loved me so much. She would make me my own bowl of her delicious homemade dressing. I mean, this is real dressing. This is cut the cubes up, all dried out, crunch and crunch and crunch. Real homemade dried bread. And she assessed me. I mean, sage. The amount of fresh sage she put in it. Oh, mushroom. Oh. And I believe all the celery dressing is divine. A little bit of onion, not too much. Daddy had a problem. I have it too. And I was glad of that. But we were almost ready to have dinner. And in through the back door on that snowy, snowy Thanksgiving day, oh, you could smell the animals. They reeked of dead animal, and you got excited. That's right. Dead food, carrion for human consumption. You get craving. You, an animal. You can't help yourself. You get great glee from cutting it open and gutting it. And throwing the unusables aside, like the livers and hearts of squirrels was Dad's best idea. I mean, he wouldn't throw those things away, and I don't blame him. I don't know if I would eat a squirrel liver. Would you? So that Thanksgiving, the door burst open, and my father, and I think my Uncle Jerry and Uncle Garland was with him, and Dad was laughing. He was pounding his chest like a man of the woods that had come home to his family with pride in his day. And then he, just give me a minute, please. He took pheasant chickens and rabbits and squirrels downstairs to be cleaned. That's what you call it. I mean, that's the polite thing to say. The other part was just slit, I don't think I'll talk about it again. Maybe it might come in, what's the word? Informational purposes. But anyway, we were so happy. And Dad ran down the stairs with his cane because he wanted Mama to fresh fried rabbit for our Thanksgiving. And he had the pheasant too, but Mama said, no, you can't fix that pheasant. I don't have time to be messing with no pheasant. But she said, I can get you them rabbits. So he cleaned the rabbits. I don't know if I got any of it or not. I can't remember. All I do know is he got 2 or 3 of them. They said that my father had killed. There was at least he killed 10 rabbits. And my Uncle Garland and my Uncle Jerry hunted nothing. And I think there was a 4th with us. I think it was Aunt Carolyn's husband, Joe, at the time. Was there as well. So they wouldn't go home to their families. My father's respect and love of his friends, he gave them his kill. Not all of it. He gave them 1 rabbit apiece. No, I think it was more than that. I think maybe give Joe 1, and my Uncle Garland, Uncle Jerry gave him 2. So that left 5. 5. I don't know. Maybe he gave more than that because he didn't bring that many home. 3, I think he had. So he gave 7 of those rabbits away. Ah! How is it? Sweet, sweet laugh. I think you can find any better love than that. It was one of my most favorite Thanksgiving remembrances. Bursting that door with the wind howling and the snow flying in. Chill to the bone, where we, as his entrance proclaimed his deed. Oh, I could rerun it and rerun it. You know where I come from, they're called black walnuts. They have the strangest flavor. I don't think I've ever seen them anywhere except in Ohio. We have apple trees and pear trees and peach trees galore and cherries you want more everywhere. There are lilac trees and birds and bees, more than you could ever wish for. That was my hometown, Columbus, Ohio. My hometown, where the greatest hunter ever lived. My hometown, a land and just a memory to me. Well, I think maybe that's enough for now. I don't know how long I've been blabbing, so I'll let you go for a while. Maybe if you want to watch me some more, I got a few others that might suit your fancy. Maybe I'll come up with a line or 2 and give you the giggles. I don't know. Bye.